Alright, so we're back for game 2 in our Chaos Draft. We saw a bunch of cool sets. Picked up a weird deck and it worked in round 1 because we're currently 1-0. Obviously if you missed the last game, you can jump into the little eye that just dinged up the top to go back to the start of the playlist. Have you had let me know in the comments, have you had a chance to do a Chaos Draft yet? I think it's a super fun way to play Magic. One of my favourites in terms of occasional casual fun with a bit of randomness built into it because of the way the sets are. But hey, let's play. On the draw, we have 2 lands, 2 cards we can cast. This is keepable. We've kept worse hands before, so we'll keep it. Opponent's on black. Opponent's on 1 drops. Ooh, discard a card. Alright, we're going to discard the Radical idea. I don't want to see that, thanks. Yeah. I haven't played Magic Online for a while. Alright, we've got another 3-drop, not quite what we wanted to see. Another land is really the goal here. Opponent nothing's on turn 2, which is nice for us. We get our black source, we play our Seacoast Drake. Alright, like we saw in the second game, or the third game of round 1, that does some work. Okay, we're going to attack. I'm going to play another Drake. Drake Tribal, that's the plan. Opponent does nothing. Sweet. Scrapstone Drake comes down and triples my clock. Let's see what happens. Opponent, again, same as our first opponent, on black-green means it's going to be a good amount of removal. Bunch of, you know, good creatures. We can just kill that. Do we want to? Only once per turn. Let's just attack. We're not like super excited about playing the Return Phalanx anyway. Oh, maybe we are. Yeah, let's play. Okay, we're gonna play the Return Phalanx. If they want to pump it up and attack for 3 next turn, we'll take it. Then even if we don't draw lands, we can even just. I could have played the Punisher. Even if we don't draw lands, we can turn it into an attacker and hold up Tragic Slip. Ooh, something. 4 mana. A 2/4 Wither. Interesting. Doesn't have flying. Alright, picked up our 4th land, which is nice. Fortunately, it's another blue source and not another black source. So I think we're just going to attack, then we're going to play our Annelid. It's probably not even how you say it, is it? Annelid. And double block. Set up my next few draws. Right into Being. So if I keep that on top, then we know what we're drawing. So yeah, let's keep that, because we know what we're going to be drawing into, so if we can set up our draws to be good. Swamp. Yeah, we want a swamp. Do we want to draw a swamp next turn? That's the question. We probably want to play it. Yeah, let's leave that on top. That's probably wrong. What am I doing here? 3rd card's okay, so we don't want the 2nd swamp. So we'll bottom that. Actually, if we just draw the right, so we untap, we've got 4 mana, we ride into Being, keep up Tragic Slip, leave the swamp on top, yeah, let's do that, top, put whatever's underneath the swamp onto the battlefield. That's pretty good. We're going to double block the Gwillion here. And if they've got a combat trick, yeah, it kind of sucks, but whatever. If they don't have a combat trick, then whatever. They have something. No, maybe not. They're considering their options. +1/+1, -1/-1. Alrighty then. Alright, it's right into being. We know there's a swamp, we'll see what's underneath the swamp. Underneath the swamp's a turtle. So yeah, I think we'll just keep the turtle into play, and you can stay on top of the library. And we get to attack for 3. I guess we block the 3/5 with the 1/4. If they trick it, we can Tragic Slip to -13. No attacks there. Interesting. Right, let's try a swamp. We knew what that was going to be. Oh, I didn't get my counters from this. That's sad. Right, we're going to keep up with our air attacks. The Grizzly Spectre killing it. Okay, so with that we can wipe their board. Top of their library. Okay, so they're putting 2 cards into my graveyard. A Dousing Gloom and a Swamp. That's fine, you take 1. Tragic Slip this. Then we're going to Bane Whip Punisher. So we might have, I mean we probably could have done that. No, because they were tapped out. They weren't tapped out. Kill this. Okay. Yes. Alright. We're doing okay. If they play a creature with 3 toughness or less, we've got 2, 4, 6 damage, plus we can Radical Idea if we draw a land or something that we don't want to draw. Let's see what our opponent does here. Creature card at random. Okay, well we're going to kill that. Yeah, straight up and straight in that bad boy. Attack for 6, get him to 3, have him in a pretty good spot here. This is... oh, it's any target. Do we take the risk and attack? If they don't block, they're dead. So they probably just block the manifest. Yeah, let's just do it the slow way. We're pretty much locked down to a turn. So we'd have to play 2 creatures next turn. Ooh, Tragic Slip. Necrotic Wound. Alright. 3 creature cards. Okay, so that changes our clock a little bit. Still 4 damage. Do we hold on to the land? Oh yes, we hold on to the land. Of course, because I accidentally just skipped my turn. Opponent pays 5 mana. Plays a 4/4 trample. Okay, that's a card. Yeah, that's a card. Spectre's pretty good. Alright, let's just play Spectre. Cancel. Let's attack first. Even though they're tapped out, you know, it's still the way you're supposed to play the magic. Boop. Keep up black again. We represent Tragic Slip. The chance of us having another one is literally 0, but sometimes people don't quite think that way. Got them on... nope. Okay, cool. They take the scoop. We were drawing into land, so yeah, that's pretty cool. So opponent's on basically another version of black-green creatures and removal. I don't think we do any sideboarding again. I think we pretty much keep it the same. This one seems a little bit slower, but obviously we only saw the one game. Alright, we're on the draw. Hey, this sounds good. We saw some X1s in our opponent's deck, so Bane Whip Punisher might do some good work. If not, we've got Riot into Being. We've got Tragic Slip for their first thing, which is going to be one of... oh, yeah, okay, we're going to just straight up Tragic Slip that. Turn 1, no questions. We ain't letting them ramp. Cool. Land 4 not exactly what we want here, but it's not nothing, you know. And it plays a 1-drop, that's cool. So turn 3 we get to kill that. This is cool, so we can go turn 3 Punisher, kill the Sandwaller, untap, play the Crab. They can either lose a land, which I'm okay with, or they can take away my payment Punisher, which I'm okay with, because when they kill the Crab, then the Punisher comes back and does stuff too. Alright, you got a 3-3. That's fine. So we're going to take 3 next turn. Yes. Need a keyboard shortcut for yes. I'm sure there is one, but I don't know what it's going to do. It's Alt apparently. Alt-Y. Return 2 creatures, so they just return both their X1s to their hand. You're going to take 3, that's fine. Untap and crab their face. Opponent's going to stop and read this card and be like, what the hell is this thing? Yeah, probably just take a swamp away. Maybe an island. Ooh, hello. Interesting choice. Opponent goes for 4 mana here. Plays his little friend. We've got a block on the Corsair. This doesn't say non-land, does it? Permanent you control other than the crowd. So yeah, they could have taken the other thing. This can't be blocked. Wish I could give it vigilance, but I can't. Guess we're attacking for 3, because we may as well. We could have made it 4. I think that's fine. Then we're just going to play the Annelid and probably the Turtle as well. So let's play the Turtle. Boop. Get some energy and play a 1-4. Do we want that on top? So remember, we're probably playing right into being next turn. So we're going to draw whatever's on top. And this is good. The fact that they're missing on lands, we can tap down their creatures to get push damage through. No, I don't want it. Could be wrong. Bright Elemental is a good card, but we're way too far behind. Well, not far behind, but on lands we're behind on that. Are we? I don't mind Whirlwind Adept being on top, because Whirlwind Adept obviously in favour of the being is pretty good, so I'm going to put the Bright Elemental second, and the Whirlwind Adept on top. And yeah, we'll do the same thing, we'll put the... So we're going to put that on the third, Logic Knot second. Whirlwind. So our play is going to be, we untap, we draw the Adept, we play it. We untap, we play the Favour of the Being on the Adept, start attacking. Held up Logic Knot. Then we untap. What was the third card? Crap. Opponent's trying to get creatures out. We're in a pretty good spot to just kind of be defensive here. So yeah, we're doing this. Do we want to attack? I think we want to attack for 3. I think that's fine. We could take a bit of damage, but this is just a 3 power creature that's unblockable is inevitability. Next turn we can start taking for 8 a turn. That's a 2-turn clock, so we block. Just make sure we can't die. Sure. So nothing has reach. No. And there we've got Logic Knot, which will be 2, which based off their small amount of mana is probably going to be pretty good for us. And we've got a non-creature we can cast in case they somehow manage to deal with our crab. Opponent plays a land, goes to combat, attacks, we're just going to block aggressively here. I feel this might be a desperation attack. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14. Just block the biggest ones. If they have a combat trick here, we counter it. Unless it's... no. That was just the attack. Unless it's a Wrath. Even then we counter it, so... And they're just scooping. It was just a desperation attack. Alright, 2-0 with our blue-black... I don't know if we want to call it a control. That's right, so I could have put that into play. Yeah, could have written that into bed. Written? I don't know. Okay guys, thanks for watching. We'll just jump into the next game. Hit next on the playlist to see it.